Hello, welcome back to the channel, or welcome here for the first time probably. Today we're doing a review of a Toyota Camry. I can't remember if this is a 24 or a 25. It's one of the newer ones, and this is going to be just a whirlwind review. I am racing to get this back. This is a rental car that I got. As you can see, I'm here in fabulous Las Vegas, and our minivan broke down, and so I rented this car for about 48 hours, and I thought I would just do a quick review kind of to get some idea of what I think of it. So I've had it long enough that I can tell you, what it's like to kind of drive it around, live with it daily. I believe this is the LE model, so this is like the most basic one. It's got these cloth seats. I can tell you, as a larger gentleman, and I'm not huge, but I don't really like these seats. They're not, the padding is really not very thick, and I kind of just, if you're not sitting just right, I kind of feel like I'm sitting on a board. So not great seats, in my opinion. You have to adjust them just right. And I just find that overall, I would like this car to have more bells and whistles. The overall driving experience is fine. It drives fine. It's fairly quiet. I don't know if you can hear that in the video. There's a bit of tire noise and road noise, but it's not bad. Fairly serene overall. The engine is fairly buzzy, kind of a kind of sound. If you're not like on it, you don't hear it at all, but you can kind of hear. And this one, assuming it has the smallest possible engine, it just does not have a ton of power, but I'll show you. Here's to the floor. Once the transmission kind of makes up its mind to shift, then it's, it gets hustling a little bit. But, hey, it's got enough power to get you around. It's no problem. It's just, it's not a speed demon by any means. It does have lane centering, although it's not a super sophisticated system. The car does kind of ping pong a little bit between the lines at times. And it does have radar cruise control, although don't expect to use that in stop and go traffic, because I believe below 20 or 25, it just shuts off. So not great there. That's a huge negative for me, just as a daily driver. The automatic headlights work pretty well. Headlights are fairly decent, fairly bright. The stereo in this thing, not good. This is the base model. I don't recommend it. It doesn't sound great. Also, this infotainment system, very laggy, not, everything kind of takes a long time. I'm just not a fan of that, not one bit. I need to figure out where I'm going. I'll be right back with you. All right, so I was just talking about how the infotainment system isn't very good, and it really isn't. So I stand by that. Also here you've got, that's a USB-A, and then over here you've got a old school kind of cigarette lighter style power point, and that's cool. No problem there. Steering wheel, standard Toyota, standard buttons that and love. They're fine. I don't love the layout of this, but that's going to be very subjective. But just objectively, I don't like. No, subjectively, I don't know. Whatever. I don't care for it. But they're easy enough to use. It's just like volume and track. I wish they were kind of closer together. It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense the way it's laid out. But like I said, noise, vibration, harshness, the MVH, there goes my coffee. That's all fine. It's really not bad, and I'm impressed with what they've done there. This is certainly the kind of car that you can drive around every day, and it's good to get around town. The trunk, I was hoping would be a little bigger. It's big, but it's not huge. We were able to cram a bunch of stuff in here this morning, but it was tight. We packed for the trip, 2 kids and my wife, and yeah, we came in a minivan. And then we had to leave the hotel in a Camry. So, that was challenging. But again, not the Camry's fault by any stretch of the imagination. It certainly does have a lot of room. It's just, I was surprised. I thought there'd be more room. Decent room in the back seat for car seats. I did like that. I was able to keep my driver's seat in a pretty comfortable position, even with my daughter behind me. So that was great. I mean, it's a good little car. My kids really liked it. I'm not crazy about it, truthfully, but, you know, they loved it. And, you know, you got to hand it to Toyota for making something that, you know, gets the job done, and they're everywhere. But it's just, I don't know. For me, I think if I were going to have a Camry, and I do like the styling of it, I think it's a good looking car. If I were going to have a Camry, I would want one with, you know, more, gee, that sun is rough. And I apologize to my viewers, but yeah, I got to turn this thing in right now. So I may do an outro later, or, oh yeah, and I was going to insert this. So the reason why I'm rushing is because this is where the budget rent-a-car is. And I can't remember if they said they close at 3:30 or 4. The website says 3:30, but the guy told me, I think he said, oh yeah, we close at 4, but the reservation says 3:30. So hopefully we're cool. I'm not sure. And it's 3:35, and I've been calling them nonstop. Nobody will pick up the phone. So that's why I had to really hustle it. But I'll show you the back seat here. Again, this car, very basic. No real bells and whistles. And I just think you would want I think I would want more stuff. But you do have the dual level automatic climate control, which works okay. I'm not super impressed. I think, oh, never mind. I was going to say, I think the fan you have to do manually, but that's not true. That does adjust with the temperature. So yeah, you know, it's a nice car. I'm just saying, for me, I would want, you know, XLE, or just, you know, better spec. This is just not the spec for me. But still, good little car. And let me know what you think. Comment down below. Maybe this is it. In which case, I hope you enjoyed this quick blast through the Toyota Camry. And thank you very much for watching. And like, share, subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Stay driven. Bye.